Today I focused on the 1%, very small tasks that will compound and will allow me to make like a ton of progress towards my goals. And yeah, today is day 7 of documenting my journey for creating SpaceWise, my space mission simulator app. And I don't have much more to say, so let's get started with the time lapse. Let's go. Alright, so it's been 7 hours of recording. Of course, I haven't been working all that time, but yeah, today I gave myself much more time to sleep because of a reason that I'm gonna speak about a bit later in a second. And yeah, just finished. What time is it? 12:51 p.m. Right now I'm gonna make my meal, make lunch. It's gonna be 12 eggs, sardines, and tomatoes. And yeah, it's usually what I eat at dinner, but because another change that I'm doing, I'm gonna be eating this at lunch. And yeah, let's just cook this, let's get it done, and I'll explain everything that I've done, plus some good old insights. Why am I saying good old? Some good insights that I've gotten today. And yeah, let's go. Alright, let's go. Here we got the meal. Today is gonna be 15 eggs. Usually it's only 12, but today 15. We got some tomatoes and salt. And yeah, let me eat this, and after that I'm gonna go to the gym. Alright, I just came back from the gym, and now I'm gonna be making some portions for the chicken that I just bought. We have it over here, 3 kilograms. And after that I'm gonna cook as well, and I'm gonna eat dinner. So yeah, let's get it done. Alright, it's done. So here we got today's dinner. Some chicken breast with onion, avocado. Here we have the peanuts that I've been eating while cooking. Here we have some cheese. And over here we've got all the chicken portions. It's basically 3 kilograms divided into 300 grams. So I took one for today, just that one. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we got the on the freezer for tomorrow. So let's go. Right now I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna be meditating. So let's get to it. So I finished eating, and now I'm gonna explain what I did today, what I've done. And yeah, let me just start with a little overview. So I did a mind mapping session, but what I did more was research and reflecting over things that I need to do, reflecting on my 1% tasks that I can do that are gonna guide me towards achieving my goal. And that seems really abstract, so I'm gonna give you an example in a second, but I did that, and all of this was very important, because yesterday I realized that my brain is not working to its fullest capacity, and it's very limited. How do I know that? It's because when I try to think, after a certain point, my brain just shuts off and it can't think. Like, I push it to extremes, and then I don't sleep well, then I don't rest enough, and so I'm putting my brain in a lot of stress, and then it doesn't rest. So after all of that, it comes a point where I'm trying to ask myself a question, to think like, why is this concept important? And I literally can't think. Like, it's incredible, because I have the intention of thinking. Like, you see a question, right? You see a question. Also, I mean, of course, depends on the complexity of the question, but it's a normal question. You watch it, you try to think about it, you want to think about it, but your brain can't. It's kind of crazy. Like, my brain couldn't think. It was just blank. And I did research, and I did like realize a lot. So this was my talk with ChatGPT to why this was happening, and I have realized that I need to be more hydrated, I need to sleep better, I need to do many things, I need to stop overanalyzing my thoughts. I need to do many things, and that's what I've been focusing on today. I'm trying to apply those things, trying to see what are my marginal gains, what are my 1% improvements. So if you see here, here I do experiments. I define what is my direction, what is the 1% improvement that I can take that is gonna take me one step closer to my goal. And in this case, my goal is mind mapping, is achieving a better mind mapping skills, and that takes like a lot of mental reprogramming. That takes a lot of effort in my mind, because I need to push my limits, because I'm not used to this kind of hard thinking. Like comparing, contrasting, it's called higher order thinking, which is just comparing things, contrasting things. It's thinking of concepts in a very interconnected way. So finding relationships, asking why is it important, finding many relationships, and then prioritizing each relationship. So that is a very cognitive demanding thinking method that is very effective for learning, but I'm not used to it, so it's very hard for me. And my marginal gain here would be to just apply things so I can think clearly. That would be my best improvement, I believe. My 1% improvement is just first think, be able to think, right? So today I've been researching on like how to apply many things. For example, how do I rest well? And my method for that is just anytime I see that my brain is not outputting much, like I don't evaluate if my brain is tired based on feelings. I can feel tired, but the important part is what output am I creating. And so if my brain is doing little output, I will just stop and do a non-sleep deep rest protocol. What is that? It's like a state, or like a thing you do to completely rest your brain, to recover, restore mental and physical energy. And there's 20 minutes, there's 10 minutes. I really like these ones by Andy Huberman, and this really helps. Like after one of those of 10 minutes, I literally feel like my eyes are energized, and I'm more energized. I can actually think. But that's the thing, if my brain didn't get enough sleep this night, then that is not gonna be enough, and I'm gonna still feel tired and not be able to think clearly. But yeah, after doing the mind map, I reflected on the skill, and here is where something went wrong, kind of wrong. So I went into this mental state of getting really into the details, getting really into the depth of my problems, and this was problematic because I'm very influenced by my feelings, and I'm letting many feelings influence me. I'm letting many feelings of anxiety, of pressure, of fear get into my head, and that is something that is really bad, because I'm gonna make bad decisions that are not gonna be efficient or any good for my goals. So what I did was apply the concepts that I have learned from a Navy SEAL video, which is incredible. It's like really, really, really good, and I find it really important. So I basically first I detach from literally everything. Like I detach from my emotions, a very important one, but then I also detach from the details. I take a step back. I take a big picture perspective. So, and this both of these, like combining these, detaching from thoughts, emotions, and detaching from details, is a lifesaver. So because I was here like journaling about a problem that I have, and I've been thinking about for the past day and for the past hours. But that problem is really detailed. It's like one thing of many things of the big picture. So I just stepped back. What is this problem in terms of the big picture? And I realized, after thinking for a while in my bed, just looking at the ceiling, I realized that this problem is not even worth fixing. Like I can do a different thing and fix this problem at the same time, but also get a benefit for my goal. And so the important part here is not the details of the problem. The important part here that I'm trying to convey is that this thing of going back, taking a step back from details and just pulling the emotions away, like creating a bit of space between the emotions and you, because you are above your emotions and your thoughts. You are not your emotions and your thoughts. you are the one that experiences them. And this might seem really weird and yeah, really strange, but it actually works, and it's very really beneficial. Anyways, I've been yapping here for a while, so yeah, I mean, I could get into the details of my problems and every single little thing, but I think it's not even worth it. And if I went into the detail of everything, this would take literally ages, and this video would be like an hour, 2 hours long, and I don't have that time each day to go into such detail. But I think I'm explaining the main points and the main things that the main reflections, the main points that are important and that I think are very important, and I'm explaining that. So I think that's a good way to add value without um taking much of your time and taking much of my time as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna be right now meditating for 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 8:46, should be in bed right now, but I'm gonna be honest, I stayed watching random videos about Trump and Biden and stuff like that. And right now I'm gonna suffer because of it. I mean, not right now, but tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be able to sleep as much, because I should be in bed by now to sleep better. I will have to reflect on why I stayed like that. Like, I usually don't do it. I usually have the mental willpower and everything to just stop watching what I'm watching and do the things that I need to do, like record this, record the introduction, edit the video. But today was different for some reason, and I couldn't escape it. Either way, I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. Many people, and myself included, some time ago, I would beat myself up for this happening. But now, I think I have a much better way to process this. And instead of beating myself up and just making things worse, and I don't know, just that's not gonna help me. What I'm gonna do instead is just reflect critically what happened, why did it happen, and how can I fix it next time. And that's basically it. Like, I'm not gonna beat myself up. It is what it is. It has happened, and I'm not gonna make it worse. So yeah, right now, yeah, meditating. Let's go. Let's get started. Boom. On another day. Gonna end the video here. So bye bye. Have a nice one. See you tomorrow. Let's go.